thought you was an NPC, bro. Oh my God. That one was nice. Oh my gosh. What up, Terinsky? What's good, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. How you doing? Get your big bro. This big dude is just laying bullets into me, sir. Look at him. He almost done in one whole clip. One clip. Look at his healing. Oh my gosh. I could just sit here and tank. Oh, okay. Well. Look at his big ass. Look how he climbed up there. How did he climb up there with that big ass minigun in his hand? And he used one. Bro, come on. Okay, this dog is starting to piss me off. Anybody get black screen when trying to load div up? No. No, sir. I can't even use my chem.
Concentrate your fire.
See the hill, sir? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that healing. Oh my God. Oh, there's two bosses. I ain't even peeped that. Oh!
What is poppin' squad? Your boy Jesimein. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. Now today I'm gonna be sharing my support build for you guys, especially for World Tier 5. If you guys been looking for a support build to use, your boy has got you. I've been working really hard trying to find out what works the best, and as of right now, from what I have, this is exactly it. Now I'm gonna be grinding for Hardwire to get the ultimate version of it, but this is the best way to run it right now because it's easier to grasp, because you get these gear sets a lot faster. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what I'm basically running is a kind of like a hybrid, and it's kind of all over the place for a certain reason, and I'll explain why. One of the main reasons I'm running this like this is because I want maximum cooldown, which is huge right now. People haven't really fully spec'd into it to see how real, like how much of an impact it actually does. But I'm telling you, it is definitely worth using, as you guys saw in the gameplay. So what I have is I have a China Light mask with cooldown reduction and skill power. Reason I opted for China Light is because I want this to be a full support build. And by that, I'm going to have some damage coming from somewhere. And China Light gives me explosive damage. And obviously, I have destructive on it for an additional 20%. So I have 30% explosive damage just on my masks, which is the best in slot for me. I could easily have went scale haste if I wanted to get an additional like cooldown, but I found like a sweet spot in the middle, which is why I ended up running it like this. In my chest piece, I'm rocking my ongoing directive. Now, this is where I would basically swap these out for hardwired when I do get it, because you get skill power and you get skill health, so that'll be the better one. But it's real good for this because obviously I get a lot of free skill power out of my utility slots, being that ongoing directive gives you 2 all the time. So it's real good to have the chest piece, because I basically get another 160,000 free skill power, plus I get shield skill power and seeker skill power. So I get to kind of like play around with that depending on what skills I'm using, which is interchangeable, which is why I pretty much called this the endless support build, because you could basically go and use whatever skill you want with it. So on mine, I do have skill power that I had to modify. I took off cooldown reduction because I already hit the sweet spot, bonus armor, and I don't know why I have XP weak point kills. I don't know. I wish that could have been cooldown reduction, but it doesn't let me. But anyways, going into that, that's what I have. On my mods, I have skill power mod, nothing too fancy. I have one with explosive damage, that's why I chose that one. And I have a shield skill power and a seeker skill power, because most of the skills I use are revolve around shield, seeker, chem, and maybe sometimes the drones. But depending on what mod you have, obviously it's going to be your choice. Going down into my holster, I have the Providence Defense, which gives me 10% skill power. I have cooldown reduction and skill power on this as well. I didn't really use the offensive protocol because I didn't really care about damage or anything. So I wish I had a utility right here and make it even better, or a defensive one just so I could break 200k armor. But just try to get the skill power because it's free 10%. You want to have that to hit that cap. My backpack, I have my ongoing directive backpack. And it has cooldown reduction and skill power as well as bleed resistance, which is really good because bleed is already annoying. And if you come across those sniper drones, those Optimus Thigh drones, they'll run up on you and they'll snipe you, and that bleed damage is annoying. And just seeing it on your screen is annoying. So bleed resistance is actually pretty good. I have 2 utility slots again. A skill power one, both of them obviously. That's a free 265 skill power just off of that, which is why I opted to use ongoing as the placeholders for this. Going down to the gloves, cooldown reduction with skill power. Obviously, you want that free 10%. And what's cool is, being that there's not much you can get on gloves, I would assume that Alps would be the best to run because this is a free 10%. Plus, you can have skill power on it, which is kind of like having skill haste and skill power at the same time. And obviously, I can also get some extra damage by running destructive on here, which you can opt for capacitive if you really want to. I might in my endgame build because I'm not really worried about running seekers. The reason I have explosive damage because I wanted to have some little seekers that I'm gonna be putting out, which I'm gonna show you why I have explosive damage. But at the end of the game, I'll probably be running capacitive, just so you guys know. Just put that out there for future theory crafting. But as of right now, for how I'm running this build, explosive damage is what I want, especially if I'm going to be using the seeker. On my knee pads, I'm going to have the same thing. I'm going to try to go for skill power, and you can see I have basically 465 coming out of here, and I also have extra outgoing healing. I want more mods like that. God roll mods for me would be all extra outgoing healing because I like the heal portion of this build more than the damage portion. As you guys saw, the footage I used was the heal version because that's the best form of the build in my opinion. Using the cooldowns and everything, that's the most you can give to your teammates. But if you really want to, like, let's say you just can't be the person that's just straight support and you want to do some damage, try to get some explosion mods. That'll definitely help you. And now this is where the build can go wherever you want it to go. I opted to always, no matter what, have a chem launcher on you. If you're going to be running a cooldown build, you better have a chem launcher on you. That's selfish if you don't, unless you're running some crazy full explosion damage build that you're sitting back or something, then that's different. But for a support build, you have to have a chem launcher. That's the fastest way to hit your teammates, fastest way to hit yourself, and it has the best mods in my opinion. So for mine, I opted to go for one mod that gives me 42% healing. So your amount would obviously vary, and it's okay. You pretty much only need 25 or up to be able to feel the difference, but with 42%, I definitely feel that chunk. And on my other one, I opted for ammo. Now, a lot of people may not have ammo mod. If you don't, the best in slot for me would probably be a radius or another cooldown reduction if you didn't hit that cap. You can see that I'm only 0.3 away from 10 seconds, which is the cap. I didn't really care too much. I'd rather have that extra ammo than have to get perfect amount of 0.3 seconds. That's nothing for me, especially if I'm running the ammo. That kind of cancels it out anyways, because if I wasn't running the ammo, I only have 3 on the cooldown anyway, so it's not worth it. So try to have an ammo, and I promise you, if you have anything that's over, like even a 3, even that, you will feel like you always have a chem launcher, because every 10 seconds you're getting one back, and you only need 1 or 2 to heal everybody, pretty much, especially if your teammates are playing smart and being like, if they need heals and they're in cover and, you know, not making your life hell trying to aim at them. Now, going down to the Seeker Mine, this is where your build can change as well. Like I said, depending on whatever your secondary, another really good option is going to be running Reviver Hive with cooldown reduction mods. As you can just see, I have stim efficiency and 1 cooldown reduction, and I get it back every 50 seconds. Compared to what other builds are, that is ridiculous. That the difference is out of this world. I could drop it, and then if I pop it in advance, I get it back in 20 seconds. Now, for Seeker Mine, I just want to show this real quick so I can give you guys a demonstration. So let's say my Seeker Mine's down. Let's say I just pop it. You can just see how fast I get the cooldown back. So in 4 seconds, if I prematurely pop it. If I were to send it and it hit somebody, it's 10 seconds. In a battle, 10 seconds is nothing. So you can see right here cooldown, just so you guys don't think I'm lying. My cooldown is 10 seconds for this. When it comes to my shield, if I wanted to run my shield, let's put this on right here. Because of this build, get you a cooldown reduction mod. I believe, I don't know if I have another one. Yeah, so if I put another cooldown reduction, and I like, let's say I put my shield out. If somebody was to destroy my shield, I get it back in 10 seconds. So everything is damn near 10 seconds that's useful. So the main skills that I like using with Seeker Shield, Hive, and the Chem Launcher, I get them back extremely fast. 10 seconds time. And the only thing is the Hive is 49 seconds. But you can see 10-second when the shield is broken, bro, that's insane. Especially in PvP, where if somebody destroys your shield and you just need to run and get cover, run around the car, and your shield's back, and boom, you're right back in action. Mind you, you're going to have the Chem Launcher heal, so you're going to be able to stay alive easily when you're getting pressed. So this build does transfer into PvP extremely well, just to put that out there. And another thing, just so I can see, so you guys can see right here, one of the biggest things in the game that slept on is the Reviver Hive. Everybody knows how powerful it is, but nobody wants to use it because of the cooldown. But because of this build, like, let's say I throw it, let's say most of the time I have 4 charges. It only, since I don't know if stim efficiency does it, but after I revive somebody, I still have charges left. One big problem people have is that last charge can't revive nobody, so it's pointless. So they have to blow it up. So like, let's say I revive somebody and then I pop it. Just peep the cooldown when I pop it, dude. 25 seconds, bro. So in 25 seconds, I get another revive on my teammate. So in a raid, in heroic, in control points, you can't beat this kind of support, bro. So the ultimate way would be running like this, like I said, and then I will have a duration on instead of running explosion damage on these two. I'm gonna swap them both out for capacitive, so I get that extra 40% duration, which is going to be really good, especially for Chem Launcher, because it's going to last longer. But because I have this version, this is kind of like more tailored to make it everything, because you still want some damage on the Seeker Mine if you're running the Seeker Mine, especially if you don't need Revive because you're keeping your teammates alive from Chem Launcher. So like I said, run it with Seeker Mine if you want to just do quick little pops of 300,000 damage over and over and over and over during the whole course of a fight. If you want to be full-fledged, save the team, carry the team, keep them alive, you can run with the Reviver Hive, and that's the beauty of this build, that you can because of the cooldown reduction. With turrets, let's say you like turrets, you can just see this just to get some numbers. 62 cooldown, because I don't have cooldown reduction mods on anything else besides my main skills, because I deconstructed them prior, sad face. But there's a lot of power that can go into these depending on what mods you have. You can probably go nuts. I would love to have cooldown reduction on the drone. To make have a defender all the time. That'll be insane. So if you guys somehow find one, GG, good for you guys, and you probably go crazy with a defender build where basically you can just keep popping defender and keep popping heals and stand in the open and help your teammates. So there's a lot of things that can go into this build if you guys work towards it. I'm going to perfect this build. This is probably going to be my main build because I'll be able to do so much. But it's going to be tailored into Hardwire instead. So I'm going to try to farm out Hardwire for you guys to give you guys the ultimate version of this. And I feel, honestly, like this could be me prematurely speaking, but I'm at a 494 gear score, which is pretty solid. I'm telling you guys, this may be a raid caliber build, only because of the utility part. I don't know what the raid mechanics are. I can't really speak too much, but as in the game, as of right now, I don't see a better support build than this. In its full form, in its final form. This is like its second to last final form. This build's tailored more for the people who can't get the time to get Hardwire right now, so I try to make something for you guys that's reasonable. Ongoing directive is not hard to get, so you can be able to make this build quick, and it's super comfortable to run. So you see my skill power is at 2859. Pretty much run any mod in the game. That's not like extreme. I'm going to try my best to get the perfect Hardwire gear set up so you guys can just see how incredible, because I'll be able to have that 20, and instead of like a Waso with ongoing directive, though, you see like right here, the 3-piece, it's burn damage and the weapon handling, like that doesn't go towards skills. So Hardwire will definitely do 10 times better than that, because I get that 20% skill health, and I also get that 20% skill power, which means I can probably take off skill power and put more cooldown reduction somewhere else, just so I don't have to actually run cooldown reduction mods, and I'll be able to do like crazy amazing things, right? Like for example, like if I didn't have to run a cooldown reduction on my Hive right here, right? Let's say if I were to be able to, if I took this off right here, you see it goes up to 70 over 70 seconds. But if I was to somehow be able to take this off and put on something else, I could probably make it 10 times better, right? I can make it the duration longer, or I can make the stim more efficient, or anything. Or with the Seeker Mine, the more damage. There's a lot of things you can definitely do if you fully optimize it. But for now, this is pretty much the easy. This is not hard to farm. it's just hard to get exactly what you need as far as mods, and then you put that on. So pretty much that's it, you guys. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I know people have been asking me for World Tier 5 what kind of support build can they do, because they enjoyed my medic build. This is basically an upgraded version of that. And then my final World Tier 5, not final one, but my gonna be my go-to build is gonna be released as soon as I finish getting Hardwire, which is super hard to get, as many of you know. So hopefully you guys enjoy, man. Let me go through my stats page so you guys can see. I know a lot of you want to see the full details of it. There's a lot of optimization that I'm going to be playing with. I'm not sure what route I want to go. I have 0 crit chance. That's tight. So yeah, pretty much going offense. Nobody really cares. Defense, pretty tanky. I'm pretty happy that I'm at least at 190. Not that I really care about it. You can see I have 48% skill cooldown reduction. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I love you guys. Appreciate you. And go out there and support your team. You know what I'm saying? I know people are building a lot of DPS builds and stuff, and you skilled players. If you're like me, you're like, we want some love too. You can see right here, I got y'all back. So it's been real. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe if you're new, and let me know what y'all think about the build below. What would you change, and what are you running for your skill build that you have? It's been real. Your boy is out.